Hello, everyone. Welcome this evening. Here we are on Zoom. We were going to be on Facebook Live, but Facebook Live wouldn't load from possibly Mercury Retrograde reasons. But I will be seeing you in an hour because I'm recording this now. And so we're going to go ahead as usual. We'll just make it a little bit different. So here we go. So as you may know or may not know, my name is Anjahlia Marissa Sheehan, also known as Anjahlia Kate Loye. And I call myself your favorite shaman, your favorite cosmic shaman, or favorite New Earth shaman. And so I like to bring a little bit of humor into these things. And just for those that don't know me, I'm a seer and a healer and an embodied channel of the Enlightened Ones, a spiritual coach, gatekeeper. And as a gatekeeper, I'm pulsed to assist in these amazing times of our revolutionary pull towards ascension of our divine presence and our planet's ascension. And this we call the new human and the new earth. So often I'm called to call it Gaia's garden myself personally, heaven on earth. And this is kind of what I feel like I'm here for, that I've always been wanting this for humanity, for myself, for all of us, as well as opening up the magical worlds. Anyway, this is my heart dreaming for each one of you, for myself, for our planet. And I hope that these gateway activations assist with that. So tonight we'll speak a little bit about 1111 Gateway. We'll also be doing 1212. And I'll be channeling a journey as a seer. I have the ability to kind of go back in time, backwards and forwards, and take people on journeys. It's taken me a long time to figure this out, but it's quite exciting and fun. And as a seer, I'm seeing visuals. And the visuals start moving, and basically source spirit takes us on a journey for our highest good and where we need to go. And because it's a collective journey, source will take us where our collective audience needs and humanity. So it's in greater service to everybody. So I'll be doing this activation that's with the Enlightened Ones. And we'll be doing a MERKABA meditation with Metatron, and then an activation that I channeled to what the title was, and they're calling it Open Access to Your Dormant DNA and the New Human Genome. So we will see where that leads us. And in the activations, often we're working with the chakras, and it's an experiential, high vibrational frequency situation. And you may see colors, you may see images, you may feel things in your body, you may feel just like blissed out or pass out or have amazing understanding of things that are going on in your own life, because 1111 is this magical number, 1111, which is a reflection number, right? It makes so much sense. Two things that are reflecting each other. It's also known as the twin flame number. And, you know, in this amazing time, we're being downloaded like constantly and upgraded by the Ashtar Command, by the Galactic Councils, by the Ascended Masters. And it's a matter of, in a way I call it digestion. Like, how are we going to digest and integrate all this work? So this kind of activation is also going to help with the integration. And there's certain things that you may want to know. I'll try to give some little ascension tips. Being in the water, taking a shower, the best is take an Epsom salt, sea salt bath, because we are so highly concentrated in water. And the more water we have, it helps us merge. And basically, we're moving from, you know, the polarized world to telepathy, right? And the unlimited multidimensionality of our true self and the access to our connection to all things. And this is a lot we're doing in the body and with the earth. And it's all without like passing over or having a trauma where everything is destroyed and we start over again. So this is a very exciting time in the world for many reasons. And it's challenging and difficult. And I'll read on because you'll see what kinds of things will be happening. And we're closing, this is exciting too, because here we are in November. We're closing in on the end of this 2019, opening up to 2020. So something is happening right now, and it's an interesting thing to understand is we're in the first new Mercury retrogrades. And the difference is that even though like today I couldn't get on Facebook Live, there's still glitches like that and technological glitches and things that are showing up. But basically, we're moving into these new Mercury retrogrades as merging with the heart and the mind, and that they're meant to be downloads. I love this idea that something that's been kind of a troubling situation is now moving in as we move out of the polarized world we've been living in into a place of like divine receptivity where we're going to be given gifts and we are going to be able to, it's like with the new merged heart mind, we will have access to our knowing more. And with our knowing, everything's going to shift. The more we have our knowing, the more confident, the more understanding, the more compassionate, the more understanding of our missions, where we're supposed to go, who we're supposed to help. It's going to clear up so much of the veiled consciousness that we've been dealing with all these years, and big relief for all of us and me personally. Previously, we only had access to our mental aspects of intercommunication during the Mercury retrograde cycle. And, we would often like worry about the past, but now we have access to the past, the present, the future knowing. And this is going to happen with this heart mind, the merged heart mind, which is something in Buddhism, they've talked about it for a long time, but it's like we basically will do this in our activation, melt our mind into our heart. And then we start living from the heart. And these new Mercury retrogrades can be called like an upgrading of the matrix. And the polarities of our past are slowly kind of giving in and falling in and falling away. Like different obstacles are just going to start melting and letting go. And they're going to flow into this one heart, which allows in the cosmic life force and love, especially this return of the balance of the Holy Mother, love, into our life force, because the Divine Mother's been out of the picture for like over 5,000 years or more. So we're all in need and healing of this kind of energy of being held and loved by the Holy Mother, the Divine Mother, and that we can count on this sense of being deeply understood and nurtured and appreciated and connected to our earth, with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. That we've also been disconnected from Mother Earth and Mother Gaia, and been working more with the masculine. And the masculine energies are the more like the doing and the go, and the making things happen, and the very dynamic and the fast and the like igniting, they're all fabulous. It's just we want them to be balanced with the feminine, which is the being, the nurturance, the dark, the voidal, the unknown, the mystery, the soft, the flowing, like the water, and allows us, when we have that blend, to kind of be much more integrated, much more accessible to life as it is, and more deeply appreciative. And that's, the key of happiness. And then we'll be working with this regenerative energy now in this new time that's coming up in this new gateway, that's going to be transforming our bodies, our minds, our lives. I think there's going to be more and more miracles, spontaneous healings, releasing old patterns, moving out of things. We'll speak a little bit more about that in a minute. So we'll be stoking our creative juices and the fuel for progress forward in the world that you want to create, right? So letting go, right? November We are in a wave of a warming, supporting stream to assist us to drop the old fears, the old memories, the ingrained patterns, the victim, etc. I mean, I've personally been really, really working with that a lot. And as we release these sad and shadow aspects and honor them, forgive them and ourselves, and ask for assistance, all kinds of new things can happen. So something that's very valuable when you see these things come up in this time period with the 1111 in the reflection, you want to like honor them, see them as they're teaching you something. Like these are called, you know, the difficult aspects of our lives and the shadow aspects. See them as teachers and see them as friends, that they're bringing you something in the polarized hologram of the world to balance. So when we do that, then we're in our mastery. We're really taking control in a way that is positive, and we're learning to balance. And we work often in my work, universal work, with a threefold flame. I can't make a three somehow. A threefold flame, and that's the love, the pink flame, the gold, the wisdom flame, the light flame, and the blue flame, the creation and the power flame. And those three flames that are in our heart want to balance. So it's kind of like a nice, simple remedy of balancing these forces within our being, and then they open up our own light and our own lotus heart, right? So as we release these old patterns, the old shadow aspects, and we honor them, we'll be finding new space to come in. Like the new and unlimited sense of self-esteem and confidence can return. So letting go is part of this process we're in right now. Many of us are moving. Many of us are downsizing, letting go of things, getting rid of things. You may hear more and more people talking about this. It's like cleaning house in many ways, cleaning our bodies, our minds, our health routines, our diets, you know, finding all the ways in which, I'm just listening. Where all the puzzle pieces start to come together. That's lovely, right? So when you start letting go of anything that does not serve you or does not resonate with love, you may find you're feeling the need to, you know, lighten up. But what that does is open up more area to receive, because we're getting downloaded. So if we are so full of old stagnant cobwebs and dissidence and things that have dissed us in many lifetimes, we have no room for this new world that we're creating and that we're receiving these impulses. And again, like, we're the co-creator. This isn't being done to us. It's up to you to co-create this world that you're going to live in. So this is part of this process that's super important. And to follow your guidance, and follow your guidance with your heart. Like when you're not sure, just follow when it's warm and fuzzy, and when you want to go in that way where it brings you joy, where it brings you excitement and happiness. It seems so simplistic, but it's such a reward. So these new upgrades and new frequencies of the new earth, we must let them in, otherwise they can't. They get bounced off. And that divine feminine in the being state, which is that state of sitting or meditating or just being with nature, or just allowing yourself the capacity to receive, and sitting and having your tea, not rushing right away into all the media and the doing, but allowing the sense of this is your life, and that the spaciousness of the time that you have here is important to you. And it opens up space in a dramatic way. It's like a timekeeper's trick. The more you respect that open space, the more your schedule starts to open up, and you have more and more open time to just sit or be or meditate or be in the deep unknown, connect with Mother Nature. And you'll find shifts happen all over the place. And this is also an important time period with this 1111 and the whole time period in the ascension right now, that karma has completed. And I keep hearing, like, they call it the blackboard has been washed clean. And they also, sometimes they used to talk to me, the Egyptians would say the time of Zeptepi, it's like the flooding. And it's the flooding of the fields, so then the seeding can happen, and then you can grow this new fertile, you know, in the fertile soil, this new produce. So we're all returning all to love, light, and creation power and balancing. So the number 1111 is really much about balancing, and to know that we're balancing, and shows the reflective nature as well as the balanced nature. In 1111, it's a signal that you're co-creating with your creator self and your Holy Spirit. And so, like, when you see the 1111, you can know that that's what's happening, right? So you're reflecting your divine nature. So as a consequence, with this understanding that anything that's not in balance is going to arrive up for review, you can realize that about co-creation, and there's a consequence. So what you think, what you believe, is what's reflected in this holographic world, right? So polarities are shape-shifting. So where it is you want to shift to, essential to be positive. Because right now, any negative thoughts and feelings are starting to create that more and more. So you want to, like, use this heart dreaming. And heart dreaming, it sounds maybe fluffy, but I call a lot of my work like soul listening. And it's really about allowing your spirit and your soul to finally have what they came here to do on earth. And I'm sure in everybody's heart, they want to know what it is they came here to do, what their purpose is. And this is all a drive to that, which is the gorgeous gift that we're going to be receiving, because it's coming back into almost everything we ever wanted. And the creating of a magical world is really what I think we're doing, and what I want to put my energies into as I move into new teachings about magic, about seership. I'm going to start my seership trainings again. So start dreaming, but dream with your heart. Be aware, be awake, because the thinking is going to manifest. So put all your heart and soul into your visioning plan. Dream with a warm, big heart, full of feeling. How's it going to feel? Where is it going to be? What's going to happen? What's your soul's longing? Just find what makes you feel inwardly warm and gushy, and go for it. Go for it hard. Because this is your life, baby. So vision it well. This is a brand new life. So what is it you want to lead? That's your homework. Alrighty, so now we're going to get ready to do our activation. And first we'll be having a MERKABA meditation with Metatron. And then we'll be opening into the activation of open access to your dormant DNA and the new human genome. They may just segue into each other. Alrighty, so it's great to have some water. Drink a little water. I'm going to drink 2 drinks of water. And here we go. And I may do some light language or some singing or even rattling, because I'm totally channeling. There's a lot of exciting mystery that goes on. And we will see. So let's take a deep breath in, beloved ones, and just send your heart beams to one another. As we call in the heart portal to merge all of our hearts, to create a great wheel across the world. And that each of our presences, purpose, and puzzle piece be known and be reflected in each and everything we do, in every relation we engage in, that the 1111 brings our own divine flame into high action, high credibility, and high resolution, that our flame may grow and grow and grow like a pyre. We call in the Holy Mothers, great mothers. We call in the Holy Fathers, great fathers, Creator, Source, all that there is. Mother, Father, God, Goddess, Gaia, Sophia, we call upon you now. As we call in the ancestors, the enlightened ancestors, to guide us. We call in the ancient ones. We call in the elders, the indigenous. We call in the angels, the archangels. As we call in and invoke the 7 earth archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Gamail, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Uriel, to create a 7-pointed star around us that gently opens our great ceremony and grounds it deeply into the earth to manifest all that comes through in each of your lives and for Mother Earth. And we thank you. As we call on the Ascended Masters and their counterparts, we call in the Ashtar Command, the Ships of Light, the Galactic Councils, the Federation of Light, the Elohim, the Eloha, and the Solar Fathers, the Solar Sun, the Libraries of Light, the Great Central Sun, the Great Great Central Sun, and beyond. As we call in the Brotherhood and the Sisterhood of Light, we call in all the mothers, Mother Gaia, the creation mothers, the voidal mothers, the ocean mothers, the galactic mothers, the celestial mothers, the universal mothers. We call in all the elements of the earth, elements of earth, air, wind, water, fire, ether. We call in the elementals, the devas, the sprites, the fae, the elven, the unicorns, the giants, the serpents, the dragons, the ships, the original earth guardians. We call in the ancient guardians of the earth, the inner earth and the middle earth realms, the cities of light, the portals of the earth. May we all open our communication, open to our inner reflectivity, see ourselves as each other, in our divine spark, and that the divinity is part of everything and all things, dark and light. So we are part of the divine nature and all on the same pathway to oneness. So take a deep breath as we call in Lord, Master Lord Metatron, to bring us this MERKABA meditation, the dodecahedron, your own special ship of light, we say, with your own special signature frequency, your sacred multidimensional geometry that you are. We call it forth. I'm going to do a little light language with Metatron. Rehowler Zoom Magri Magwai Xiao Zoom Bagwai Tori Madu Zhu Maji Gai Chi Madu Do Metatron just did a little clearing for us. Take a deep breath again. As we breathe into the soul star above your crown. Breathing in and letting go. Breathing into the crown chakra. Breathing in and letting go of anything that is not the clear light of this chakra. Breathing into the brow chakra. As we open now to the telepathic ring around the brow to cleanse and purify this ring of crystals. Breathing into this crystal ring around your brow. As we alight all the lights inside each crystal. Cleansing and purifying this telepathic communication. Madu, the malu, the malu, the malu, the malu, lele, oh, why, ye, lele, lele, la, la, wille, lele, lele, wille, lele, lele, wille, lele, lele, wille, lele, wille, lele, 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 wille, lele, 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 wala, lele, lele, It's beginning to feel very nice. Breathe in to your ears. To the right is the transmission chakra, the transmission chakra. Breathing into that transmission chakra. Breathing into the left ear, the feminine receptivity chakra. Very good. Moving down to the throat chakra. And bringing your mind down as we go now, melting your mind through your throat to new communications, to the thymus, to new relations. It's breathing in the 1111 into the thymus chakra. Into the perfection of this master number. Breathing down now as your mind is melting through into the heart. Melting the 1111, the twin flame into your heart. The master number, knowing yourself in divine reflection. With the capacity to love exponentially. As we call to the opening of all the gateways of your heart, beloved ones. The Venusian gateway 6 feet in front. Breathing into this gateway of its medicines, its gifts, its knowledge, its wisdom. Bringing it back into your own heart flame. Going to the back of the heart, 6 feet. To the Syrian gateway. Breathing in Syrian gifts, wisdom, medicine. Bringing it back into your own heart flame. Moving to the left, 6 feet, to the Pleiadian gateway. Breathing into the Pleiadian gifts, wisdom and medicine, teachings, healings. And breathing them back into your own heart flame, the center, the seventh flame. Now we go to the right, to the Chiron gateway. Breathing in the Chiron gifts, teachings, wisdom, medicine. And bringing that back into your own heart flame. And feeling yourself raise in your flame. More and more full of this light that you are. It's blending and merging and melding as we go above you now, 6 feet above you, to the Andromedan gateway. Breathing into the beautiful teachings, healings, wisdom, gifts, medicine of Andromeda. And bringing that down into your heart flame for your own divine use. And going downwards now, beneath you 6 feet to the Arcturian gateway. Breathing into the Arcturian gifts, medicine, wisdom, teachings. And bringing that back up into your own flame. So that all the advanced ascended teachings from these planetary gateways are accessible to you. That you may have reflections in the 1111 master number, with each one in the highest alignment and attunement to your true self. And we open above us to the solar fathers, the libraries of light, connecting to the solar rays of wisdom, the solar sun, the great central sun, the great central sun. And bring these libraries of light down through you, through the higher chakras, and into your heart. And bringing it down now through the lower chakras as we're blending the higher chakras with the lower chakras in our ascension plan. Moving now from the heart, breathing into the chakras, to the solar plexus, the 1111 melting into each chakra too. Into the hara, below the navel, into the sacrum, into the creation chakras, at the hips, the masculine creation chakra to the right, the feminine creation chakra to the left, the release chakras at the left and right, hips, in your sacrum, your dreaming womb, allowing all to gestate here. As we move down now to the base chakra, to the perineum, to the root chakra. Allowing all the rays from the Solar Father, all the rays of the 1111 master number to melt as your mind is continuing to melt. And your heart is going further and further into the lower chakras, into the base chakra, into the link chakras at your knees, into the anchoring chakras at your ankles. Allowing a flood to move down through these lower chakras, to flood through you. That it is easy, it is joyful. There we go. It has amazing gifts for you. Untold gifts, they say. As the light is flooding more and more now, we begin to bring this to the heart of Gaia. And Gaia comes in and floods us with more love, more light. Breathing deeply as you may begin to feel like tingles of this deep excitement of Mother Earth joining with you, receiving these gifts of the Solar Father and the combination of love and light and the creation of our own being, sparking this co-creative, reflective flame, masculine, feminine, uniting. We allow this to expand and to greet Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, giving her these gifts and opening, surrendering to her and all she has to offer us. With all the realms of the earth, the mysteries, the inner earth, the middle earth, the magical beings, the ancestors, the guardians. That we are all beginning to commune with again. That this is like a hand-holding of our tribe, our families. That we become like one big creation embryo inside Mother Earth's womb. That we are all thinking as one through symbiosis. We're this huge, giant, new earth baby I'm seeing, this huge embryo. Is birthing inside Mother Gaia with the magic and the love, the light of the Father, the spark, all of your patterns of your own creativity, your puzzle pieces are here. And the patchwork, it's really shifting. I might take a deep breath because it's really big now. Oh, I got to do some light language because we're going so multidimensional now. We're going into such creation realms together. Blessed be. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so welcoming you. It is a great delight to be with you once more. These are the Fae. This is my fire fairy. We will play. You will see. Mark my word, it will be so much fun to be together again. This time it will be different. A new start. The gifts that we behold before us are so beautiful. Each are a gem with so many facets, so many color rays and ribbons, so many geometries, that it is bliss, uniting bliss. It is accessing deeper and deeper as we now begin to shapeshift, rotate this beautiful MERKABA in your heart that is connected to all these things we have brought you through, that is moving and shapeshifting. It's rotating so fast. And you can hold it in your own hands. Just feel it pulsate even. You might just not be able to, like I can't seem to stop my hands. But allowing yourself to feel this MERKABA that you are. The fairies are all around us. And Metatron is behind me. Now he comes in with his arms and he's bringing your arms, if you're holding them like me, and bringing my arms in this extremely loving and compassionate, bringing your MERKABA with deep honor, like bowing to your MERKABA, bringing this galactic or celestial or universal ship of light that you are in your multidimensionality, bringing it home, breathing into, I do a lot of burping, home, what is that? Spaciousness of your home. What is your home? It is the inner and the outer, the above and the below. That is shape-shifting, we say. This MERKABA owns its own due north, its own geometric balance. It is constantly in balance. Metatron says you can rely on it to balance you, to harmonize you, and to accelerate you. That when you speak to it, call to it, your MERKABA of light, there it is, there it is, there it is, before you. Bring it in, find it inside of you. Know it, begin to know it, to resonate with it, to actualize it, to activate it. The 1111 number is calibrating into your MERKABA now. Yayi hai au moi yizu zua moko chingi goli judi gado madaije go 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 jay gay gay wag 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 From here, we go now to a voidal realm, a velvety darkness and mystery, blackness that is so full, so encompassing. Where only a sense of deep fulfillment is held here. It is eternal and ongoing. It's now the figure eight, eternal figure eight, showing before us. Also resonating with your eternal nature. As a gateway opens now, with the master number 1111, each 11 separates into the voidal, pure potential. As your MERKABA becomes larger and larger, your sense of self and centering expands, 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 ignites, 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 activates, 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 radiates, 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 illuminates, 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 bridging through this gateway into the new parameters that are filled with your light and love, beloved one. That hold the greatest capacity for you. Know this deeply now in your heart. In this divine reflection of your own truth, your own twin flame. Recalibrating, aligning, integrating, courageous, like a black panther, sure, confident, knows exactly where it is going, seen but unseen, powerful, fierce, loving and compassionate. This panther is looking deeply into you. into your eyes. Into the cosmos inside your brain, your DNA. It's looking into you because it knows you. It calls forth your truth, the dynamic destiny, the highest level DNA strands of your ascension patterns to reclaim themselves now. In this very now moment, they spiral in accordance to your identity, your original genome of the new human, the original human. May you know this as your present truth. Downloading this in divine timing for you, in divine alignment for you. See angels are here with horns. The Elohim, the Aloha are smiling upon you. All the beings are here with you. We are one tribe, one heart. Let us smile as one smile that we carry with us, that we share readily. And let us thank all that has come to help us this evening, this 1111 gateway. That this gateway opens and we receive all we need with ease, grace, and joy. And we send all that we have received out to all beings, to all issues going on in the earth, the fires, the waters, the wars, the suffering, the poverty, the hunger. Let this go to all who need it, that we may share to all the animals, the plants, the trees, the flowers, the bees, the crystals, the minerals, the waters, the ley lines, the song lines, the dragon lines, the portals, that we all sing a song of the one smile, the one heart, the blessing that we bring forth together. We are a great blessing, you see. Each one of you is important. It can only be done together. We are all in it. We are coming home. Blessed be. Blessed be. Blessed be, beloved ones. We thank you so much for joining us this evening. Stay tuned for 1212. Hopefully they'll be on Facebook Live. Join my newsletter and check out my website, www.anjahlia.com. I'll be starting up the seership training again and some other magical teachings. Blessed be.